Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. That's strong coverage there to tackle him at the 11-yard line. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
And the Wolverines are in the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pass not complete. So off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
So quickly, all the way up to the 36, and it's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pass caught. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Handoff to the single back. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
To 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Ball handed off. A spin move. Eventually they tackled him, but what a spin move to earn him the first down.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You've got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. And the quarterback keeps it on the option.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And that will tie the game here. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Offense is back on the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. Let's see what they can do this time. Handoff to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, You throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the right side. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Another great play by this receiver. And I'll tell you, the offensive coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Running play called on third and short. Jukes to get free. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
The Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Short throw complete to the tight end. And now the defense able to bring him down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
The Wolverines look to keep this drive moving. First down, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, but it doesn't work out.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Picked off. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Put it up for grabs, and defense comes down with it.
And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Direct snap to the back. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. That gain sets up a 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. You've got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
Play action here on first down. And he'll lost it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tulane.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver. What I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough to give the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
PAT is good, so it's 10-3 now. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pass is incomplete.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back and looking for a big play here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play, and the ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
He knocks this one right through, and they add to their lead. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. your offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Makes a quick catch. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. Caught quickly. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Boy, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Kerback and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Under pressure, just lets it go. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Back to throw again. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
And they'll set up with a PAT. PAT is good, so the deficit now just 3, 13-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Green Wave offense back on the field. They've got the lead, but had settled for a field goal last time out. They'd love to find the end zone here. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. And the wideout goes in motion. It's a shotgun run call. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Here's the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And that that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going the other way, can they stop him? Going to take it all the way in. Pick six. Touchdown, Michigan.
Chris, I think the quarterback gets fooled here. He might have thought it was man-to-man coverage. I thought he might go to the outside. He comes back to the middle, and that linebacker's playing zone, reading the quarterback's eyes, steps in front of that throw, and takes it to the house for a touchdown.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Now it's second down here. And the single back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. They'll try the right here. The pickup is 7 yards, down 2nd and 3.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, and he dropped it. Might have heard some footsteps there over the middle. That brings up 3rd down.
Here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he could bring it in.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
The defense does a nice job of forcing the quarterback here to be patient by playing zone. They run a crossing route. Defense is there, but not able to break up the catch.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. An inside give now from the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Second down, we're going to throw it. The pass rush closing in. Finding space at the 20. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
First and goal. Great chance to take the lead before halftime. They're going to run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a first and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. It's an option look. He'll toss it to the back. He's into the end zone, but there is a marker on the play. Let's check that out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense facing second and goal. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. We're going to throw it on third and very long. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a chip shot from 25 yards out. No problem. Knocks it right through. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it off to begin the second half. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They'll tackle him at the 27. Second down play coming up. Sticking with the running game. Quick spin on the run. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Big play across midfield. Now they're threatening at the opponent's 38.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The offense really clicking against this battle defense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
First and 10 now for the offense. The back's got it. Picks up 3 yards, so second and 7. The defense now backed up in their own red zone. They look to throw it here on second down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who of course played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
How about that? The defense does their job on third down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's fourth and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Buying the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
And he knocks that one right through. And they've regained the lead.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. On first and 10, looking to throw. He's hit as he throws it. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Defense is coming after him. So the scramble comes up short, and now this offense facing a fourth down play. The Wolverines will send the punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. Hand off to the back. Oh, what a move. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff from the shotgun. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is, and they do a good job of it right here.
So no long field goal attempt. The offense is on the field to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43. Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. The quarterback making some changes at the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. He makes the grab. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
A big play here that gets them down into the red zone. They're not thinking about a field goal, I assure you, Chris. They're trying to get 6 points.
The Wolverines with first and 10 here. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he can get out, they keep him to a short game.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Third down, out of the shotgun. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal. And the Wolverines pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Second down and goal upcoming. We're going to score. They'll run it to the left side. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they will claim the second half lead.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display. And that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good. Puts them up 5. Now they get set to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He steps out of bounds at the 26. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. And there's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. It is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, his quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Here comes a handoff. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter?
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Michigan 24, Tulane 19.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Man, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Getting set. Here's second down. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Short throw to the sideline, forced out after just a short gain.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Crucial third down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He's got the first down and more. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Offense will decline the penalty after that big gain. The Wolverines line up with a first and goal. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And the defense brings him down.
Brings up
second down and goal. Ball carrier tackled there.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. They go with a direct snap. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Fires it on the move. And he's got it. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, you get some positive yards in the opening play of this drive. They need 2 touchdowns, so anything to move them closer to that first touchdown is always going to be good.
So bringing all the way up to the 36 in its first down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete. So second and 10 after the previous play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. touchdown, Green Wave. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Dirk, you look for rust, you look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast, but I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at the 25. Back out on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Second down after the incompletion. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Snags with the throw. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Well, I'd love to see this late in a game like this with the lead. Get aggressive. Go for it here on third down through the air. Quarterback delivers to his receiver. Comes down with a nice completion and a first down, and they keep that clock moving.
The Wolverines are on the move here. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a second down. And the quarterback keeps it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, there's the defense stepping up and making a nice play. Let's face it, this quarterback has been tough to deal with. He's been able to run and pick up some good yards, but this time the defense is in position and they tack one for a loss.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Solid run. They'll bring it back at the 28-yard line. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. Here's the 2nd down play. Defense not pressing this time. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Can't get it away. The defense has got away. Huge stop at the stage of the game. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Great cut there. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long on their own 41. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Nearly intercepted there. That was almost the ball game. But it does set up 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Looking for his big tight end. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
As a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. 4th down. 4th quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
They're going to run it. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Wolverines come into the final minute of play, just trying to run the clock out. Keeping it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. And now the handoff. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
After extending the lead with a field goal, they'll kick it off now, trying to make the offense go a long way to win it. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the return man steps out of the 28. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Quarterback operating an empty set. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's escaping the pocket now. Oh, the pass is picked off. He's got some open field ahead. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Well, a really entertaining game. From in right down to the end, they made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, trade blow for blow. Excellent team win by these guys, doing what they had to do in the final quarter to come out on top.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.